everybody. It's me, Tess, with Tess Loves Yarn. And you guys, I am here today to share with you my tips for getting your craft space slash yarn room or space in order. Now, it doesn't matter if you have a whole room like I do, or if you have just a corner or even a table somewhere. We all have the problem of the messy monster. You'll know what I'm talking about, right? That mess just creeps in and it becomes bigger and bigger with every day that goes by until it's almost overwhelming, right? Now, I usually do this little method that I'm going to share with you today every 3 months. So it's quarterly. So I do it 4 times a year, and I am a planner girl. So I'll put it in my planner, y'all. That's what I do. But unfortunately, when I was supposed to do this 3 months ago, I was sick. Yes, I was. So I didn't get it done. So it's been about, I'm like ashamed to say, it's been about 6 months since I have done this process in my yarn space. Now, I'm very lucky. I have a whole room. This used to be our formal living room, which we never used because we also have a family room at the back of the house, and that's what we use. So, a few years ago, I converted this space into my crafty space. So, I am a multi-crafter. I crochet, knit, sew. I'm also a planner girl, and I also do paper crafting. Now, I don't do paper crafting in this space. I have a different space for that, but I do sew, crochet, knit, and do my regular planning in my little Happy Planner Mini in this space. So, I am going to show you how I whip this room back into shape quickly using a 6-step process that doesn't take that long, okay? And it's very effective. But before I turn the camera around and show you all of this, because y'all only see a little bit, you know, that's right here in front of my camera viewfinder, right? I'm going to show you the whole room and take you through this 6-step process, and we're going to hold hands and do it. And I want you guys to think, if you can benefit from doing this as well, then I want you to do it with me, okay? It's super easy. And if you're looking for a video on getting rid of stuff, this is not the video for you. Because everything in this room I love and use. That's why it's in this room. Even though there's a lot of stuff in this room that don't actually belong in this room, but they're still things, they are items that I use and love, which is why they ended up in here somehow, right? So what we're going to do is we are going to start on this process together. I'm going to take you through, and if you have the same issue, you can do it with me. All you're going to need are 2 boxes and a trash bag. Now, your boxes are going to depend on how big your space is and how much you have laying around your space that's not put away. Okay, so you're going to need 2 boxes. Now, I am using 2 big plastic tubs because I have a whole room here. And lordy ladies, and gentlemen, there are some things in this room. Yeah, so I need 2 big tubs, but you are going to label them number 1 and number 2. Okay, I'm going to give you that much right now. And I am going to tell you what we're doing, as I'm doing it because I think that's the best way to explain it, is to show you, right? So, with that said, I am going to hand the camera over to my daughter, who is going to be following me around this room, recording what I do. And before I do that, I just want to take a quick minute to say thank you to all of my returning subscribers. You guys are amazing. My private channel members, you guys are amazing. And you, all of you, subscribers and private channel members, I appreciate you so much, and I have so much gratitude in my heart for you guys. And thank you for always being here for me, for watching my videos and supporting my channel by giving me thumbs up and comments and all the things that YouTube loves. And if you are new here and you like me and you like my content, I would be tickled pink if you'd hit that subscribe button and join my little YouTube family here. It is free for you and it helps me tremendously. So thank you so much, and I am handing this camera over to my daughter. So here we go, you guys. 6 easy steps. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, everybody, this is my craft room / yarn room, and here's the things you don't see because you only see what's in the viewfinder, right? So this is my background. You see this because that's where I sit, right? And then we have all of this over here, and we're going to come into the room and we're going to go around this way, and you see my planner supply cart because I'm a planner girl and I do my planning here. This is my knit and crochet cart. More things. This is also a corner you never see, and now you know why. This is what lives at my feet right now. Okay? This is my little go-kart. It's on wheels, and I wheel it around with me when I need to. I can take it into my living room or my family room. I can take it into my bedroom, anywhere I want. And then this is my desk area, which you also don't see because the camera is literally right there pointing at my chair. And that's another chair for guests. And this is my sewing table. Where did my sewing machine go? I don't know. It's buried in there somewhere. But here's the thing. We are going to whip this into shape in 6 easy steps. And I am going to hand the camera over to my husband, and he's going to follow me around as I do this as quickly as I can. All right, everybody. Here we go. Okay. Hi. So, we have our 2 tubs marked number 1. We have our trash can. Come this way, hun. Let's go into the room. And we're going to start at the beginning. Now, I have really big tubs. You may not need tubs or boxes this big, but as you can see, I have a lot of stuff. So what I'm going to do is quickly place things in either tub 1, which means it belongs in this room, or tub number 2, meaning it does not belong in this room and it needs to be taken out and put away in the proper space. So here we go. This is tub 2. That's things that don't belong. This is trash. It's going in the trash. All right. And what you do is you start at your starting point. That doesn't belong. And you just put things in your cart. Or box, I mean. Doesn't matter what it is. There's my son's iPad thing. Doesn't belong in here, but I had it in here charging it. So that's why it's here. This is new phone boxes. I like to keep the boxes just in case. Oh, my shoes, they don't belong in here. Okay, so this area is done. And we're going to keep moving through until we get down here. I'm going to stick that there. I'm dragging my boxes. And now I'm looking at all this. This is just trash. So I'm throwing it away. This is where I cut paper and make planner covers. Scrapbook paper does not belong in here. It goes in my paper crafting space. Follow me, hun. Okay. Now, while we're standing here, I can see two little storage containers down here that I bought that actually go in my other paper crafting space. So I'm putting that away. I have paper towels. Now these actually belong here, but this yarn does not belong right there. So, but it belongs in this room. So it's gonna go in bin number 1, okay? This is my polyfill for my plushies. It doesn't belong right there. It's going in there. Some of my loops and threads yarn for making my little pocket pets goes in there because it does not belong there. So are you guys getting the general idea? If something doesn't belong, you need to get it out of your space, okay? Come on over here, honey, to this corner so everybody can see what's over here. All right. This is random, laying on the floor. That does not belong in here. It's going to go in box number 2. Okay. Now these are all things that belong in here. This is my Mary Maxim kit. However, this little table does not belong in here. And all of this yarn doesn't belong piled up here. It belongs put away. So, what am I going to do? I am quickly tossing it into tub number 1 of all things that belong in here but need to be put away in the proper space. Okay? And all of this stuff belongs, it just for some reason got piled up here. You guys, these are patterns. They belong in here, but not on that table. So guess what? They go in the tub too. These are Crochet World magazines. I'm keeping those for now, so they go in here. More yarn. More yarn. Does not belong on this table. Because like I said, that table doesn't belong in here. Okay. So there we go. Now, here we're getting into some paperwork and stuff that actually belongs in our home office. This belongs in here because I use this to get the little hangers off, you know, the little hanging threads off my plushies. So that goes in there. This, oh, and some more storage boxes for my paper crafting things that do not belong in here. This is all things that doesn't belong in here. Okay. Ugh. And this goes in the box of things that don't belong. Honey, can you set this in the box of things that don't belong? Just set it right on top, right in there. Yeah. Okay. Now we're gonna come on in and look. This table is now cleared off, and it's going to go back in the room where it belongs. These do not belong here, and we are going to put these in the tub of things that don't belong in this room. This is my Better Press. It does not belong in here either. Empty storage container, but I think I'm going to hang on to this to use on my desk for tiny little things. This is a box. Now, this goes here. So this is going to stay right there because I am super short and I need that to get up to the higher shelves, right? So that's going to stay in here. This is a box of memorabilia from my UK trip last year, but it does not belong in here. So it's going in this tub with the rest of the items that don't belong. Okay? All of these going in the tub of items that don't belong. And I'm just gonna keep filling this up. Look at that, you guys. Look how much stuff is already gone. Trash, an old yarn label, more trash, okay? And then we have the little table here, and I am simply going to move this out because this is a big item, and it actually belongs in our family room because we use that, you know, TV table, right? Okay. So now we are back over here, so come this way, honey. And look at my floor. These are all things that belong in here. This is a blanket project that I'm working on. Belongs. These are cotton yarns from K&C. It belongs.
I lift it a little higher, honey.
Oh, okay. My yarn, K&C. It belongs, but it needs to be put away. Okay, project bag. Empty, but still a project bag. Another empty project bag that just needs to be put away. Put that in there. Another project bag. I need all of them, yeah. Okay, this is the Made with Love yarn that I have that actually Lion Brand sent to me to try out, which I thought was so nice. Thank you, Lion Brand. And happy birthday card, which I am keeping, but it doesn't belong in here, so it's going to go over there. My husband will put that away for me. More trash. Another project bag. Just needs to be put away. And then we have 2 Crochet Society boxes that need to be put away. They belong in here, they just need to be put away. And then the latest Mary Maxim kit, which I just showed you guys, the baby bear blanket. That needs to be put away, okay? And now, look at this space. Oh, here's some crackers, you guys. This is now trash. It goes in my trash. Now look at my space right here that I just showed you a while ago was full of stuff. It's all cleared out now. So amazing, right? Now, unfortunately for me, I have so much stuff in here that I need to put all of this away in order to reuse this tub to do that sewing table over there and to do my desk area right here. So I am real quick gonna do that off camera, and I will be right back to continue on this little quest with you. So hang on, everybody. Okay, you guys, I am back. I've already emptied out and done this behind the scenes. So now, what'd you do that for, honey? Oh, my husband's filming for me. Say hi to Superman, everybody. So now we're gonna start with this, and we'll swing back and do my desk last. So, why do I still have this? I don't know. It's definitely trash, right? So let's just toss it in our trash can. I got a water bottle down here that's trash. Oh, just a package envelope that's trash. Empty bag, trash. Another empty bag, trash. A hanger does not belong in here. So I'm putting it in the does not belong in here tub, which, honey, get closer, which is over here. So I have been moving that along. Here's my steamer for my clothes. Belongs in my bedroom or the laundry room, actually, not in here.
Here we have some bathroom fixtures. Definitely does not belong in this space. So this goes in here as well. Okay? You guys are getting the idea, right? Here, I bought a magnetic wall mount system for my paper crafting space, which is not in this room. So this goes in the box of things that don't belong. Here is some extension cords for the UK. They definitely don't belong in here. Another extension cord for the US doesn't belong in here. This is some elastic, which also doesn't belong in here. That belongs in my paper crafting space. Paperwork, and oh, actually these are patterns. They belong in here, but not here. The paperwork does not belong in here. That belongs in the office. This belongs in here. This belongs in my paper craft space. It's a little paper pumpkin kit or something from Stampin' Up. My son's hand does not belong in here. It belongs in my other space as well. Some Asda books that my friend Susie sent me, which I love. And these actually do belong in here because I do menu planning in here. And I like to look at the recipes in these books. So they go in these stays. More trash, you guys. Into the trash. Let's see. Here we have some pictures that I bought at the dollar store. They go into a different room. This is my Kindle where I keep patterns. It stays in here. More of my menu books to look at that Susie sent me. That stays. This is for mixing watercolor. Goes in my other crafting space. This stays in my other crafting space. Pattern, other crafting space. Okay, and then we have miscellaneous paperwork and things like that that belong in my home office. And we also have trash. So this will go in this tub. This goes in the trash. And then I have some makeup and an empty pill bottle. Oh, not empty. This we save out. The makeup does not belong here, so I'm putting it over here to be put away in the room it goes in. This actually belongs right here, and I can quickly put that there. So, now let's get the floor. All of these down here, charging cables that actually don't belong in here. So they go in tub number 2, and they're out of here. Old lip balm, it's gone. Okay, now I have quickly gone through the stuff on this chair and what was in the floor over here. Now somebody can come and sit in my room and talk to me while I yarn, right? Okay, back to business. Yarn. And yes, it belongs in here. So it stays, okay? Various paperwork and other paper crafting items. They do not belong in here. So it goes in tub number 2, okay?
Dog wants to go out. Thor wants to go out.
And Thor wants to go out. So I'm going to take the camera from my husband so he can go let our little pup outside, everybody. And look at this table. Look at this. These are pot pie dishes. They do not belong in here. I'm going to put them there because they need to go bye-bye. Now, these I actually use at markets, and I make towel holders for them, and I sell them. And they sell really well, by the way. So these towels actually stay. Now, here's another one of those things. See, I got one down there already. I don't know why I like those, but I must. Okay, so now there is sewing machines somewhere. Here we go. Project bag. It stays. Okay, my husband's back. Giving him the phone. Oh, and I see some more trash on my floor. If it's big trash, pick it up. If it's little trash, you're going to sweep it at the end of this, so don't worry about it. Okay, another Crochet Society box. It stays. Okay, more of these. Yes, I know. I do like these jars. And I do use them for storage, but I don't need them in here. So they're actually going to go. Okay, now, all of the yarn that you see here stays in this room. So I'm just going to throw it in this big tub of things that stay. Okay? And super quick process. And then I will put all of this away. This is a yarn bag that I bought that I need to do something with. Stays. That's going to be a video, you guys. Okay, here we go. We have tissue paper. Tissue paper actually does go in here. It goes right up here because this is my mailing center and I mail things out like orders from Etsy and whatnot. Trash. I don't know what it is with bubble wrap. All right, there we go. Okay. Here we go with more paperwork that needs to go to our home office, not my craft room. Empty box. Trash. Okay. Welcome to my yarn room. It can stay in here, and I'm going to lay it right there. I don't know why it wound up over there. More trash. More trash. The little bag that the yarn bowl came in, I'm actually going to put that in my room, so it's going to go in there. It's going to leave this room for good, and we are going to get all of the crap out of here. Just an empty bag, you guys. I don't know why I hang on to stuff like that. Okay. Kindle box does not belong in here. One of my old Kindles does not belong in here. Okay. Yeah, an easel. Once again, does not belong in here. That is actually for my markets, and I put my sign on that, but it does not belong in here. That actually gets stored somewhere else. These things belong. Knitting needles. They belong in here, but not right there. So they go in that bag. A box for my mystery pocket pets belongs in here, but not up here. These are empty bottles. Trash. These are mailing boxes. They do not belong here. They go with my market stuff that I have a storage place for in the basement. These are more of the towels that I make the crochet hangers for, the towel hangers. They stay in here. Okay. These, oh, aprons. Yeah, you're getting the point, everybody. It's kind of crazy, right? Fan does not belong in here. Okay. More books that do not belong in here. They just need to go in the other room where they are needing to live. These receipts go in the office. Okay. A big storage bag. I'm going to save that because I do use them. Project bag. That belongs, so it stays. More trash. You guys, I swear, how does this trash add up like this? Are you starting to see I have a sewing machine? Yeah. Oh my gosh. I bet this is a project I've been looking for. Yes. That's crazy. Been looking for this project. So there that is. Okay. Now, these are things for my market. They do stay in here, but they go in a certain place, not here. Here's a rolling pin, everybody. All right. How much fun is that? Rolling pin. Oh my gosh. Yarn. Okay. Items that do not belong. More items that do not belong. More towels. They do stay. More market items that need to go into my basement storage. Okay. Trash. More yarn. Okay. Project bag. Makeup kits that go in the bedroom, not in my yarn room. Okay. Little fan. Goes in a different spot. Jamie Frazier, y'all. He can stay. Yeah. Okay. Kitchen item. Woohoo! Another kitchen item. Okay. Some crochet Christmas ornaments that will go in my Christmas market. Crochet holder from Crochet Society. Empty jar, but I do use these for my to-go bags to store all kinds of things, darning needles and whatnot. Okay, little tin box that I do put accessories, crochet accessories in. So that stays. More paperwork that goes into the office and not here. This. There's a few paper towels, so I'm going to save these. I'm not going to throw them away yet. Okay, my little reacher, because I'm short, and it stays in here. And then I have more trash and more trash. Okay, pair of scissors that are going to stay in here. I have these that are going to be items for my market, so they stay. Empty box, more bubble wrap and foamy stuff. Empty bags. This is my husband's. Don't know why that's in here. Okay, more trash.
Thor wants to come in, honey.
What?
Thor wants to come in.
And Thor wants to come in. Okay, more mailing items that go up here. And I'm going to take the camera really quickly. Okay, so look, you guys, that's my sewing machine. That's my sewing basket. And we're starting to see things. Oh, look, here's that brand new mascara I bought and didn't know where it was. This is the tub of things that were in this room that do not belong in this room. Okay, wallet. That belongs in the bedroom, not in here. Okay, a little gift for someone that I crocheted. It's a little pocket pet. Little kitty. These are items for my market. They all go in the It Stays bag, these are some knitted baby bonnets that I made that I will sell at markets because these do sell. And let's see, one of my little pocket pet chickens stays in here, but I have a place for those. Oh, more mystery boxes for my pocket pets. And these boxes go downstairs in my market storage. Okay. We have more items here that don't belong. So you guys are getting the picture with this, right? The things that don't belong in your space, you need to get them out. And by simply having 2 bins or 2 boxes, one for things that belong, one for things that do not, you can get this done fairly quickly, okay? And the only problem you might have is if you have too much in your space and you run out of room to put it in your bins or boxes, which is kind of what's happening here with me. But I'm going to persevere, okay? That's a paper crafting kit that I'm just putting in there. This actually stays because I roll over my things with that. This does not belong. This is an apron, belongs in my kitchen. Pictures, they belong in my crafty space, but I'm going to put those up here. Okay. Okay. And that bin is full. These are some products that were sent to me to try out. So they are actually going to stay in here. And now we are down to almost having this table that was piled high of items. We are almost down to having that cleaned out. Okay. And so now we come to some more of my market makes for my fall markets. And they actually are going to stay in this room. This is for one of my Christmas markets. So we'll keep this in here because I reuse that. That's why it's laminated. This is a knit crate item. These are more of my little turtles and other little plushies that I sell at my markets. And so these all go in here. A little cat bed that I made, little cat bed, that's gonna go. Some more cats. This is a scarf for a penguin. Said penguin. Okay. And some hats and earmuffs and more ornaments for markets. I am starting my fall market prepping. So yeah, it's all good. More trash. Another mystery box that goes. Okay, so I'm going to throw that in. That things that go elsewhere. Little coaster. I actually sell coasters at my markets. These actually are market items as well. And then this goes in my, that's box right there because that is a market item. I use that to display things. Crochet case. Ta-da! Stays. Okay, thanks, hon. So we are slowly almost done with this, you guys. Oh, that goes in a different place. This goes in a different place. These are my items that go in a different place. Okay. All paperwork items. They go in the office, not in my craft room. Okay. These are sand weights for my tent for markets. So they go with my market storage in my basement area. This is, Coco sent this to me. It's actually a stitch holder, little holder thing for Christmas. And I really like it. So it is going to stay in the space. So it's going to go in here. I just need to put it where it belongs. This is a lid for a storage container that's not even in here. It's going to go in there. Another little item that doesn't belong. And then more bubble wrap. And a dirty paper towel. Okay. All right. Now, another turtle. These are lights that I actually want to hang in here. So I am going to put them in here to stay, but we're going to have to get those hung up. Okay. Candy canes to decorate my Christmas tree. It's July, y'all. That goes in the tub of things that go somewhere else, right? More scrapbooking paper. That goes somewhere else. This is a cleaner for my furls hooks. That stays. And this is a holder I use for custom orders. And that stays. Oh, look, another empty box. Woohoo. Okay. Then we have starch. This actually goes in my laundry room, not in here. So that can go. And this is for my business cards that go with my market supplies. Trash. A handkerchief that my grandmother crocheted. This little, look at this. My grandma did that. She crocheted that little doily around it. Amazing, right? Okay. Trash. And you guys, the last item on the table. Oh my gosh, yay! And it actually goes in here, and I'm putting it right where it belongs. So there we go. We have done it. Look, compared to what this looked like before, I actually see my sewing machine that I use all the time. I have another sewing machine, a serger, that lives under here that we don't need to get into because this is all really organized anyway. I have patterns in here, other sewing stuff. So this is great, you guys. I'm super excited. Oh, found a few more things that don't belong in here. Oop, they belong over there because these are actually things that belong. And some trash. Okay, so with that said, I have gone through here in a relatively short time considering how much stuff was in this room, right? And I have cleaned this all out into two categories, what belongs and what does not belong. Now, I am going to do this table, but for the sake of this video and considering it's Saturday and we got things to do and people to see, I am going to do this off camera, but I will show it to you at the end of this video, okay? So, when you're done going through your craft space, do it as quickly as you can. Don't think about it. If it belongs, goes in box 1. Doesn't belong, box 2. And get that done as quickly as possible, okay? And then step number 3, throw your trash out. So here you go. Here's my trash. I'm going to throw this out, all right? And that'll be gone. I mean, look how much trash was in here. Look at that. That's crazy. Cray, cray. Okay. And then step number 4, you're going to sweep and mop your floors because guess what? You can see your floors now, right? Yes. Sweep and mop your floor. Step number 5, you're going to go through all the items that you put in your box or bin number 1 that stay in your space, and you are either going to put them in their home or you're going to find a new home for them, and they're always going to stay in that space. That's how you keep your space tidy, right? And then step number 6, you are not going to forget about that box of things that you took out of here because those items didn't belong in that space, right? Remember that box? All those items need to be put away somewhere else in your house. Otherwise, you're just moving one mess from one place to another place. And trust me, you do not want to go there. That is for sure. Okay, so that is the 6 easy steps of how to get your craft room, craft space, or literally any room in your house clean and clear quickly, and gives you that satisfaction of, oh my gosh, I have a clean area to work in now. Okay, so I'm going to post a picture of this totally clean space at the end of this. All right, so everybody, you know the steps now. Get your 2 bins or boxes, your trash bag, and do these 6 easy steps to clear your space today. You will feel so much better for it. Okay, thanks everybody for being here. I appreciate you all so much. Don't forget, give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Yeah. Okay, everyone. See you all next week. Bye. Turn it off, hon.
Okay, everybody. So the 6 easy steps to cleaning up your craft space and keeping it that way are now completed in my craft room. So I am going to take you through here and show you, starting with this very first space right here. If you look back at the beginning of the video, you'll see that I even had clutter on top of here. But here we go, starting here and working up to the top, my yarn storage. And then here we go, coming in to my room. You see I have some rolling carts right here. And we're going to go right through this space, which this is where I do all my paper cutting. That's outside. Yay. This is where my big puppy Thor, who is my little big pit bull, who's a big baby, likes to sleep. I still have scrapbooking supplies in this room because in my actual scrapbooking space I did not have a place for this, but this is actually coming out of here very soon. So yay, and I will be putting yarn in here instead. Okay, so this space is all clear. This, if you remember, is my planner cart, which is on wheels, and I actually can very easily with this handle roll it right out of this room and take it into the family room if I want to do some decorating of my planner. I do like to decorate my planner. Yes, I'm a planner girl, y'all. I am. I don't just crochet and knit. I am multi-crafter, so I do a lot of things. But here we go. I just have more yarn put away. Do you remember this corner where I had the table that was piled high of stuff? Look at it. That is the only thing that belongs in that corner. And that's because I'm only 5'1". I'm super short and I cannot reach way up there or even up here without my little step stool. Now you guys, look at this. Oh my gosh, how exciting. Remember the floor right here? How cluttered was this floor, right? And look, now it is tidy and clean. This is my little roll around, go with me around the house crochet and knitting cart. I have all the things that I need on there and my current project, which is right here. It's a plushie. It's going to be a kitty cat. It is a custom order. So working on that. And if you can believe my craft table, look at this, everybody. Do you remember this was piled high? I couldn't even really have a space to work. So now you see I have my 2 planners here that I use on a daily basis. This one is for my YouTube channel and all things related to my business, Tess Loves Yarn, which is also my markets and custom orders and Etsy store. This is my everyday carry. I have my life basically in this little mini happy planner, and it goes in my purse with me and travels all over with me. So here I have a current project I'm working on. That is a lovey for a baby right here. It is a mama made minis pattern that I'm working on. This is also a current thing that's in the works. I'm just making my cat coasters for markets because those sell in markets really well. You can see all my furls, a lot of furls hooks, and then some more of my favorite hooks that are just right here so that I can quickly reach them. Yeah, my little timer, my little vacuum. These are some things that my dear friend Amalia sent me that I absolutely love. And I keep her, I can see them all the time. She also sent me a Hermione, which is actually up here. Hopefully you can see that. Oops. Yeah. So over here, I just have some like everyday essential type things that I am constantly reaching for. So right there, they are handy where I can grab them. This is my chair where I sit. And this is also some things that I reach for a lot. Now, if we come around here, if you remember, this corner was an absolute mess. It is clean now. You guys, biggest surprise, remember this? This was an absolute mess. You could not even see my sewing machine, let alone use it, or my sewing box. Now, this right here is just an ironing pad, and it's in its cover, but I can pull it out, put it right here, and I can quickly iron fabric that I'm working on. And here is my little iron right here. And I have some sewing machine supplies in here. This is all sewing machine supplies. This is my fridge where, yeah, I keep snacks and soda pop and other things in there that I want to grab and drink real quick. On this fridge, it is always full of Oliver's artwork and stuff. We had a little mishap and all the artwork that was right here fell, and I need to get better magnets. So that's in the process so I can get his artwork back up there. because I like it. It makes me happy. Yeah, and that's it, you guys. I mean, seriously, this room is clean